Oh, it's because you don't like women? Ugh!
So originally what I was going to do is I was going to come and I was going to make like some elaborate video of like some deep dive explorative video on my thoughts of this album. And honestly, no. I think that the best way to review this record is to just speak about it in totality versus individually. Like instead of breaking down all the individual songs and talking about how incredible um, this version of all of these classic songs from the 30s, the 50s, sung by all of these legends, people that we've come to know to be musical, creative, genius level legends in the music and film industry. But let's just stick with the music industry itself because they blend together, don't they? Music and film, you know? You don't really have a good movie without a good composer, without a good soundtrack, without a good orchestral team to be able to capture your imagination and really kind of manipulate your emotions, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what media entertainment is, isn't it? It is a manipulation of emotion. So, in thinking about that aspect of how media is just a manipulation of emotion, when I woke up early this morning, I woke up at maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning, and the album was already out. The first thing I did was brush my teeth, um, and then I put my headphones on, and I sat at my computer, and I listened to the whole thing in one sitting. It's a super quick, easy listen. Um, so super quick and easy that I actually had to listen to it twice, to be honest with you. Um, the album itself is, again, I have all my notes. It's 13 tracks. Okay, two of those tracks are actually original songs that Gaga wrote. She put together a phenomenal group of people to be able to create the sound of this album. Obviously, like I said, she is recreating for the vast majority of this album. She is recreating older songs from the 30s and the 50s that obviously have their own tone. They breathe their own air and they have a certain cadence about them. And what I really appreciated about this album, Harlequin, is that it stands on its own while also honoring what came before it. And I think that's something that I really admire about Lady Gaga is that she, in everything that she does, she makes sure that she pays homage to everyone that has come before and everyone that is coming up during and after. I think that she's probably one of the most positive voices that we even have represented in the music and entertainment industry today, to be honest with you. You know, she has a very straightforward point of view, and that is equality for all. And in that equality that she sees for everyone, it is a equality in creativity as well. It's not just in equality of life, but it is an equality of creativity. She is very straightforward in um, really encouraging people to just be and live their authentic selves. And I really feel like this album is just another example of her living her true and authentic self. And as someone who's kind of struggling with putting myself in those shoes, in those moving forward types of shoes, to be able to live my authentic and creative self, and pay homage to my creativity with everything that I do. Um, in my own journey in that, I can recognize that she is someone who has conquered that for herself, but also is working on continuing to move forward and do better and just be more, do more with the gift that you've been given. And I really feel like this album is just a version of that. I really feel like this album is just a way of her celebrating her creativity and her celebrating being able to share everything with the world. I just really love that so much. And I really love the fact that she has just fostered such an incredible fan base that I am so proud to be a part of. The Little Monsters are such a phenomenal group of fans that I've interacted with online. And I've even come in contact with a couple Little Monsters in person, just randomly in life, standing at a record store, looking at, Gaga albums and or looking at, different pieces of memorabilia and bonding, out in the wild with Little Monsters has been freaking crazy to me. And that's something that she's done. She's brought us all together. She's brought us all together in pop music, and she's continuing to bring us all together in jazz music. What other pop artist right now is uniting their fan base among so many different genres? I can't really think of one. I mean, I know I'm probably, like, because I'm so biased because I love her so much, she's obviously the top for me. But as I stand here, like, I can't think of anybody else that's on that level, because even, someone might say, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, she crossed over from country to pop, and she still has like some country sentiments, but she's primarily a pop star now. And that's great. She's done incredible for everything that she's done for herself and her creativity as well, her poetry, right, her art. But I just feel like there is just such an incredible breath of fresh air when Lady Gaga sings jazz, because I feel like she's not just singing jazz. I feel like she's doing pop jazz, you know what I mean? She's doing jazz, she's doing soul, she's doing, Christian hymns, she's taking us to church is what the fuck she's doing. And that's just something that I truly admire, and I really, really, and it really, really makes me so excited for the future. And I also just love seeing her happy, because that's another thing that I've noticed is that even though the character that she's portraying in Joker Folie à Deux is probably quite damaged in their version. I mean, I know the original version of Harley Quinn. Obviously, Dr. Quinzel is, the original version of Harley Quinn. She's a psychiatrist who goes crazy, after falling madly in love with the Joker. He just drives her insane, right? She just becomes so crazy in love with him. I bet that this version is played with a little more heart, on top of a little bit of insanity, on top of a little bit of a soulful spirit. And I like that. And I really feel like, having not seen the film yet, I really feel like that this album probably fully encapsulates that. It embodies that. And I'm excited that she chose to give this album to us in this way before the movie comes out. Because I'm seeing Joker 2 on Monday. They're having a fan event screening at the theater near my house on Monday in IMAX. So I'll be seeing it Monday night. It officially comes out October 4th, or technically October 3rd, on Thursday later on at night. But I will be seeing it October 1st. So I'm really excited about that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this album is phenomenal. And I think that we should all celebrate the artists that we hold near and dear to our hearts and our minds and our creativity. I think that we should continue to celebrate them in their work. Just have a really good fucking time. Go download Harlequin. Damn it. Later.